Sports Goombahs. I'm Cashier King. I got my chef, Brendan B. Welcome to the 515 Studios, buried somewhere deep outside Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. A little late start today. B and I were beefing politics before we went on the air. We forgot to look at the clock.
Yeah.
And we get into that stuff. We're both on the same side, but on the wrong issues. What are you going to do? Let the craziness continue. But for next hour, we're going to talk about the crazy sports stuff that goes on around here. Especially out in Philadelphia, man. It's never easy. Never easy here. You got that.
The unprocessed.
That's right. It's the first Monday we get to come on the air. We don't get to talk about the weather.
No, it's actually gorgeous weekend.
Yeah, well, no, that's what I'm saying. Today it's Monday. I don't care what happened yesterday. Today it's Monday. It's cold. It's cold and windy. 40 some odd degrees. Just about right for wintertime.
It's not that cold. I wore shorts.
Yeah, you wear shorts because you wear shorts like that. But I'm just saying in general. It's not snowing. It's not unusually warm. It's wintertime.
It's a little warmer than
typically on Mondays we get chaotic weather.
That's
Something weird's going on. Like anything else. You want to give us a call, you can give us a shout at 267-563-2893. That's 267-563-2893. It's Sports Goombahs hotline. Give it a shot, see if the phone rings.
Make sure it's on this week.
Well, it's Billy. I have APP out on Billy. I don't know what happened to him.
He's MIA.
He's MIA, missing in action. Yeah. All right, let's get right to it. Why waste time here? It's funny how the city sports right now is tough. Waiting for the NCAAs to come in. Hockey's in a lull. Teams in a bye week in hockey. We'll talk about that in a little bit too. Neither of us really do.
What the hell is a bye week?
Bye week in hockey. My biggest problem right now is the NBA. I'm trying to get back into my basketball mode again here in Philly. It's been a while since I gave a crap about basketball. Now I'm starting to. And all of a sudden, we go back to the typical 76ers. What's the word I'm looking for? That they always it's injuries. Injuries to their star players or their first or second round draft picks from years and years back. Okay, who was the last guy about 5 years? Bynum, right?
Mm-hmm.
He came in, he skipped around for a couple weeks. We had a big fanfare when he walked in the front door.
He went bowling and that was it.
And bowling, he never came back.
That was it.
Yep. And then
that full contact sport that bowling is ruined him.
It's like our era we had. We go back to the Moses Malone trade of Jeff Rowland, and we didn't have a center for years back after they won their titles in the 80s. And then the Andrew Toney problem was like a controversy for years about his ankle and doctors. It's almost like GMs and coaches making medical decisions when it comes to money. And right now I'm looking at, Joel Embiid. I'm watching this guy for weeks and enjoying basketball. Now he's done. Pretty much, I don't even know if he's going to play again this year. And Simmons is out. Evidently he's not coming back either. We don't know
at all now.
That's what it sounds like.
I heard at the end of February.
Yeah, we heard January, February, March, April, whatever. But the bottom line is, if the guy's a rookie, he's not going to come back this year. And I've heard stuff on sports radio and the shows and whatever.
So he played summer league and that was it.
Yeah, well, he wants to be the rookie of the year. He's got the Nike contract, and is the MRI what it says it is? Colangelo says this, Brown says that. It's all bullshit, back and forth. It's like political stuff. You don't know who to believe anymore. It's just back and forth.
That would be awesome. If Brett Brown, right in the middle of the game, just threw down his clipboard and said, "I'm done."
Yeah, well,
I would have more respect for him than that.
Yeah,
because you know what? No, you know what? Everybody said trust the process, trust the process. Oh no. I even know a couple of times, that people said they were willing to buy into this 4-year deal. This ongoing thing now is what, third, fourth year? Third or fourth year now.
When he got talent, he sees the talent developing here, but he's afraid he's not being able to use it.
Well, no, anybody. So you're looking at this whole process, which is in its third or fourth year here. And I just get fed up with it. Trust the process, trust the process. At some point, you have to feel the team. I said this 2 years ago when we were 2 years in. You have to feel the team. People are going to get pissed off. They're going to get more frustrated, and you're going to end up losing more people in the long run. Like, I was excited to see all this. Now, I'm, fed up. I don't think you're ever going to see a full team that this is even put together. And now what I agreed today, the trade with the Pelicans there.
Yeah, that's
another asset. Cashy, it's another asset. Possibly makes our trade better. Hinky this, hinky that. The whole damn thing sounds a little hinky to me.
He ain't there no more, bro.
I know he ain't. And but he's still getting credit for this trade, too.
Well, What? The one they just the Pelican trade right now?
Yeah, because it was Hinky's deal that did all this.
They got them the
The whole damn thing sounds hinky.
Well, you know what? It's like I said, it's the season's done, but it doesn't mean this isn't gonna work out for them next year. I mean, if they're all healthy and next year we'll have a good basketball team. It's just a shame we got all pumped up and they're selling tickets left and right, trying to get everybody to buy the season tickets and stuff like that. I had a situation where I was going to do some sponsorship for them in the beginning of the year, and I got involved with a couple people, and then we pulled out of it because we saw Simmons go down, and I just didn't like, the whole idea was to have him come in there and play with Embiid and have a decent team, decent crowds, and decent publicity, right? When I saw that go back down, now I see Embiid come in there and start playing by himself, and they start winning ball games, and it starts exciting, starts back down, and bang, just like that, he's done.
Shut it down.
Goes down from a bruised knees to a pulled to Taylor, whatever they want to call that crap anymore. They break it down so much that the little marsupial bone behind the kneecap in the back of his ear itches, and now he's out, whatever. But he's dancing around on the stage or something. That's okay, he's allowed to do what he wants to do when he's not on the court. People don't remember one thing, and I've gotten criticized for this a lot about talking about players doing crap outside of the game. Well, when you do stuff when you get paid this kind of money in the game, you got to take care of yourself outside the game.
Exactly.
Okay? So you just don't tell him, we can do whatever he wants when he's not playing ball or whatever. No, you can't. Not when you're making multi-billion dollars, okay? And your responsibility to take care of your body. You're a machine here, okay? You get paid like a machine. That's it. If you're done your career, you can go and do anything you want. But the type of job you have, as a pro athlete, you have to take care of yourself off the court.
And you know what? And I agree with you 100%. You'll have people out there say, well, it's not fair. It's not fair that he can't go and hang glide or do that. Okay, if he dies in hang gliding, or he crashes, or he's riding a motorcycle without a helmet or something, or riding a motorcycle, period. A lot of people
he's going to take a boat in the middle of the night in Miami and destroys himself.
Well, not only that, okay, look at it like this. Oh, I broke my arm and ruined my career. I'll never be able to play basketball again or break a leg. Okay, you're going to give back the money then?
Right.
You can't play. If it's not fair, then if it's not fair one way, it's got to be fair the other way. Give the company back the money.
Listen, if I'm an NBA star, I'm making sure I'm not doing stuff outside of basketball that's going to jeopardize my ability to make money in the years and years to come.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but Cashy, you're not a moron.
Yeah,
that's why a lot of these, you look at this, a lot of these younger kids are not thinking long term for their futures. They're not. And when the NBA, don't they have NBA and NFL have programs that help people when they first get in to get all this money so they don't act like idiots, right? And go out and spend it all or do craziness.
They come
mentors, exactly. But there's a program in place because people go, ape shit crazy, and they go and go off the handle. I mean, some of us are smart enough to know, hey, we got to save our money. Yeah. Well, you and me, we were talking about at the start of the show. The whole political rant was a little bit. We have IRAs, we have retirement plans, we have stuff. We're moving money around all the time. Well, maybe not all the time, but we're moving it. But we're figuring out ways to make sure our future is secure.
Right.
It's still a business, right? As hockey, baseball, basketball, football, they're still businesses. Somehow you got to sit there and go, be accountable for your own future. You know what I'm saying? Pardon. What do you mean, pardon?
Listen, speaking of morons, I picked up, we call it down here in Philly, Daily News. Now, I haven't read a newspaper. I can't remember the last time I actually opened up the newspaper to actually read articles. Who needs to read it? By the time you get to the paper, you know everything anyway. And there's a lot of idiots writing in the newspaper, too, now to read some of this stuff. So look how small. Well, first of all, like the Phillies on the back page. That's the only inspiration we have now of having a good season at this point. Really.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, that's all we got. That's all we got to go with now.
We got maybe 3 pitchers and maybe a third baseman, right? Well, that's about it.
Start.
3 pitchers and a third baseman.
Well, it's better than having no score on any other team. No ability to score on the other teams. No ability, no chance to win. That's for sure. In baseball, you never know what it is. But I'm looking here at the Daily News. Look how small this paper got. I used to every day pick up a Daily News.
I used to
go back 20 years ago.
I
go 20 years ago. Always stats, everything like that. But you look at this thing now, and I look on the back page here, and I'm reading this stuff, trying to get through just a little bit. I know everything that happened here. I mean, an hour in my morning, and all this is taken care of. Whether it's on TV
You got
or the radio.
your cell phone.
Yeah, but even if whatever you watch, no matter what, the sports is like news now. And on TV, every morning news channel has a sports channel next to it. It's like all down the dial. So you're getting everything you need to know about this. There's nothing this newspaper can tell me. It's just ironic how small it got.
Isn't it funny?
It's smaller than the periodicals that are
and the local
ones. Yeah.
The flyer for Giant is thicker than that now, and I gotta pay. You look at the price tag on that sucker.
Another thing too, I used to always go back into the stats, especially at the beginning of the fantasy age, where you go to back.
They're not anymore. They don't even have them anymore.
It's not a stat page back here.
No, is it standings? I was looking for the NHL standings when we got started on this.
Look, man, it's in black and white too. It doesn't even use color anymore inside.
I'm not gonna waste color. It's only on the outside. Yeah. I don't really just a little Billy Red.
I can't look at that. It's all black and white now. Look at that. I remember when the Daily News used to be all color, a little color there, Amazing what's happened to the ability to read. Yep. And you can tell, and like myself, a lot of people, you don't read, you don't talk that much anymore, right? I mean, you're reading texts or you're texting somebody back, you're typing in, you're really verbal, you're not saying a whole lot.
No.
You ever sit down and go through a day and think, how much talking you today?
I do a lot of talking. That's my problem.
Today I was just thinking about it when I picked up the paper and I started reading some of the sports. I'm thinking to myself, I haven't really said that much today. I've done a lot of communicating, but I haven't really said anything verbally out loud. Everything's been done on email, texting,
Twitter, Facebook.
Yeah, all that stuff, right on through the entire day. And then you come here and you read the newspaper and you're still not saying anything.
Do you think, let me ask you, since you segued into that, do you think that is the problem with our society now?
We're morons!
No, not that. It's just because we text and we throw stuff out there. And whereas before all that happened, you wouldn't walk up to somebody on the street and call them a frickin' moron. But on Facebook you would. On Twitter you would, because you know why? You're so far removed from the whole social interacting of being polite and knowing how and respecting another human being's feelings. That you wouldn't do that.
Sure, but you text something and then you're gone. What are you gonna do?
Exactly. Well, that's what I mean.
They're giving you a bunch.
You're so much more braver on the internet.
Sure.
And on texting on Twitter.
Emoji to death.
Yeah. Emoji middle finger all the way down the line. Yeah.
Guns, turkeys, whatever they can think of. They're gonna throw back at you. They're gonna make you feel bad. Half the people who do that end up logging off before they get an answer anyway.
Yeah. Well, you think about it. Look at the stuff that. As opposed to we grew up, you would get like, I don't know, like a restraining order if somebody was being an asshole to you and all this stuff you would report. Now, you realize it just hit me, and I think I saw it somewhere else. Our times never caught up with that. In other words, when you're harassing somebody on the internet or you get a restraining order or something along those lines, the internet, like posting on somebody's Facebook is like stalking them, right? Twitter or harassing them on Twitter, those laws never kept up with that.
You can use them against somebody if you had to, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, back to this Daily News. It occurred to me as I'm reading about some of the players that are coming in here, and the electronic media, like the internet stuff, it's going to change things. I mean, the players aren't really players. At the end of the day, I didn't watch any hockey, but I knew everything that was going on in every game. I didn't have to watch one game to know what's going on. Just the alerts I get, hopping on the NHL.com and seeing just the not even the game, but the positioning when they had the picture of the ice on the screen when they show the players that are on it. You're not even watching players anymore. You just watch the stats and dots.
Dots and numbers.
Dots and numbers moving around, And if you're a handicap or a better of sports, this stuff's all over the place. So you care about. So I could go through a whole Sunday of hockey games and not see one hockey game and know exactly what has happened to it.
I don't know. That's why I like Wednesday nights. Like Wednesday nights, I get to watch it's hockey night, and you
one game and so on.
You got the rival, the national game, and then you have a late night game. Where on the East or West Coast.
But my point being is that the electronics and the what do you call it? Not the real world, but the cyber world. You don't have to watch anything. You learn about it, you know about it just because it's all in front of you now. Yeah. Every minute of it, whether it's an alert or if you log on to Facebook and someone's telling you scores or something just happened in a hockey game, you know about it. Like a fight happens, I didn't see the fight, but I know all about it because it was explained to me in text on the screen. So I really don't have to see the game. We asked about any game yesterday, any hockey game that was played yesterday, I could tell you a little bit about it. I didn't see one hockey game yesterday. I was busy, I didn't get a chance to watch anything. But I know about the entire thing.
I stayed up to watch a game last night. They won, and I was still disappointed.
Yeah, you know what? I didn't get to see that game.
I was like, oh wow, 10 o'clock on a Sunday night. How often does that happen for a Flyers game?
They won last night? I don't know that. I forgot to look at that game.
You know why? Because it wasn't in your purview. It wasn't in your. That's such an odd time, Sunday night at 10 o'clock for us. Right. You don't even think about that here because if it's an East Coast
team. What was the
team,
final score of that game?
3-2.
3-2. Flyers won the game.
Yeah.
On the road.
Who
scored the goals?
Simmons.
Typical.
Ghost had 3 assists. Actually, Ghost had a really good game. Maybe he got out of it. Defensively, he had a great game too. So maybe he got out.
I don't want to hear about Flyers breakouts until something breaks out. Okay?
Exactly.
One win in Vancouver doesn't mean anything.
Nah.
That was Vancouver team that's not that good themselves anyway.
They're on the cusp too of playoffs. You figure it should have been it was a lot better game than it really ended up showing in the first couple of periods, but because Vancouver's a hungry team now too. They want to get even to the playoffs. They got to win too.
It's a tough spot for sports right now. Everybody's positioning for playoffs and stuff like that. I mean, the most exciting thing now we can wait for is
scrimmage baseball.
No, and the NCAA tournament's coming up. We're not crazy. We all play brackets and stuff, but I'm not a crazy NCAA guy. What's Novus #1 still? Yeah. They're still running the show. Still got a good team. Got a great coach. That's why they're a good team. No doubt about it. You got a coach like that, you're going to always be a contender. That's for sure. Knows how to pick talent. Knows how to deal with the talent. Good guy. Good X's and O's. Just a real good coach. And I don't know how much longer he'll be at Temple. At Villanova. And how much winning can you do before the money starts to start flowing and draws you out of there?
But why would it?
Well, because that's the nature.
Yeah, but why would you go somewhere else? Look at him at this part of his career. Yeah. I look at it like that. Okay, being a homebody and getting it go, I'll stay for an extra $1 million. I don't care.
I don't know this next $1 million. You got what I'm saying. I don't know this for a fact, but the bigger colleges with deeper pockets, they start pulling.
Villanova a pretty big college now.
They're pretty big. They're big, but they're not.
They're not Penn State big, is what you're saying.
No, Penn State. When it comes to basketball, Penn State's not big.
No, I mean totally big.
Well, you talk about the UConns and the Kentuckys and that kind of stuff, and
they were bigger last year, though.
Yeah. Well,
and they're bigger this year too.
Yeah, well, they can very much
win
this again. I don't know how. I don't know if they're not going to win it being big. It's like they did last year. They want to be smart. Me in sports, it's always the smart teams that win. I don't have to be the most talented, but then sometimes they mix together. I don't know. But that's the other thing to look forward right now. Sports. I don't know. What else is there? Locally, I can't handle it anymore. It's always either controversy or stinky clubs. And the club gets good, there's something that goes on behind it. You know what I mean? It's like with hockey. It's like you got that 10-game run. How long ago was that? It was 3 months ago now.
It was December, right? Yeah,
it's amazing how the talk turns and then the tickets and all that stuff. You know what I mean? The people
turned and they were 500. Then they were a 500 team for 2 months.
They are what they are now. Yeah, their coach is bad.
I don't think their coach is bad.
Coach is always bad when the team's not good. That's the way hockey is. You know what? You don't get to be coach of an NHL team if your team's not good very long. You get a couple years and that's it. And it's you see it all the time. No, Montreal, they weren't even that bad. They lost a few games in a row. And they whacked their coach. You know what I mean? So it doesn't take much in the NHL. The Flyers right now, they showed they could play this game for 10 games. And maybe 14 out of 20 during that 10-game run or something like that.
It was a decent. They were in good shape up until that point. At the end of that point, and then they played like I said, they played all through. You gotta
look at what changed there. I think I just watched the coach on the bench, and a face. You can't be reactionary on a facial expression, but it just seems there's confusion there when things aren't working out. I don't see the adjustments. I see panic play. Now, like I said, I don't watch last night's game, but the games prior to that, when you have a team that's on a breakaway, a 3-on-2, and it just messes up like the old days, it scrambles down to nothing but a bad pass or a bad shot,
or one too many passes.
Right.
Again.
Yeah, right. And that's coach has got to instill that that's not the way.
So let me ask you. What
they were shooting rebounds is what they were working. What was working for them.
Exactly. So when you have those situations where a player doesn't do his job, and I know for from what you've said in the past, yelling at a star player doesn't work.
No.
What are you supposed to do then? As a coach,
you whack the star player.
You whack him.
Yeah.
So is it time to whack Giroux?
Oh, come on, it's been time to whack.
No,
him.
I know
it's
you.
Been, yeah, it's way past. It's almost past the point of value. He's valuable now to a team that's contending. I mean, he's not terrible. He still has the stats that say he's still one of the NHL's best.
Not really.
Well, lately, okay, it's past a couple
minus
months.
20 for the season.
Yeah, well,
that means he was on the ice for 20 goals against him.
Yeah, well, he was up there.
That's
He was up there in the assist lead for a while. Then he just fell off of that too. But he doesn't put the puck in the net anymore, and he doesn't make anybody around him better. I don't see the key passes. I don't see the key setups. I watch this Washington club, man, where they don't even at the penalty basket anymore. They're just setting him up in a corner from the shoot. Everybody else is working.
Yep.
Giroux, he's not working anybody, and nobody's working him right now. I think he got on quick.
I had an online argument with Jimmy the Fish, and I was saying to him, he's just not producing. I said he's not even. He goes, well, he's a playmaker, not a scorer. I said, whoa. Adam Oates was quite possibly one of the best playmakers ever, and he had 25 goal seasons at least 6 times or 5 times, and at least multiple, like 5 or 6, 18-plus goal seasons, okay? Giroux is like at 11 or 12 right now, right? And he was a hell of a better plus-minus player, wasn't giving up the crappy goals on ice. My whole thing is this. If he's such a great playmaker, he goes, well, he's only had Raffle on his line, so what do you expect? Great players, and I don't know how many times we can emphasize this. If he's a great player and the face of hockey, which they were toting 3-4 years ago, correct?
Yeah.
And you make other players great around you. Raffle should be a 30-goal scorer, 30-game goals. You're right? Correct. If Giroux is such a great setup man and such a great playmaker, then, Christ, Couturier should have at least 25 by now then, right?
Listen, when you talk to Flyers Stepford fans, they'll never say anything negative like that. To say that Giroux is anything but a washed-up player is ridiculous. That's what he is, man. To me, seeing him on the ice out there, every now and then he gets a good play, and it's
like you said, he hasn't done anything since that check and goal against Crosby in the playoffs.
Yeah. He's had stats. He's had goals and stats, but he's never.
How many? If you look back, they were very good on a power play, and you can pull a lot. The last 3 seasons, his goals, his points, all that shit came on a power play.
Yeah. And to me, in hockey, the power play, I never understood that. I understand the power play, but to me, the adulation you get from scoring in a power play is like, come on, man,
you're supposed to score.
Right?
You have a 63% chance of scoring.
Right. I mean, that's the power play. I mean, to me, I'm not sure I agree with the power play and the way it is in sports where you lose a man. When I think it's better than I guess the ice is big enough, but I would put a guy like they do on the 3-on-3s, where they add the guy instead of taking the guy off. You know what I mean? Which is interesting.
Yeah, but you don't have the room.
I get that. What are you doing?
When you have a penalty, you have to.
Well, yeah.
When you have a penalty,
you have
to. Because it's 3-on-3. Because it's stupid. You wouldn't go to 2 guys.
I say the guy gets off the ice while the play's still going. Penalized guys got to get off the ice.
Go.
Keep play going. Keep play going. Yeah. Well, why not hockey? Because hockey's the only sport in the world I know just keeps changing the rules, changing things. They just change the way the game.
NFL changes just as much.
But not till recently. The scoring and stuff like that, and the way the game's played.
Hell, at least in hockey, you know what's a goal, you know what's a shot. In football, you don't even know what the hell is a catch anymore.
Second. And
you don't know what a catch is anymore in football.
In hockey, all this good goal, bad goal, I mean, that's part of the game now. Every time a goal gets scored, they go to the screen to see if anybody had a skate inside the blue around the net. Every goal interference is like huge again. It had a run a few years back, and now it's back again. Every shot gets looked at. Every goal.
Tell that to Neuvert last night. He got run into 3 times.
Yeah.
Called. So
one a goal, one a score.
One was on a goal. Yeah.
Well, they should have. They should have gone up. You can. It's available.
They do, and it's a good goal.
Yeah.
So
I just like saying good goal. The ref spins
good
around.
Goal!
Oh, good goal! And then they hit the goddamn horn again.
Did you? Yeah. Did you see the one with the hockey? The ref called the fighting major. Number 22, number 34, each 5 minutes for fighting, and he was like,
because they know. Look, we're talking about
everybody.
That's it. Everybody wants to get on TV and they want to be part of the shows. Now the refs.
That was
the
funny.
refs figure, what the hell? They're watching us from above anyway. What's the difference at this point?
Doesn't matter.
Anything we say or do is getting, reviewed anyway, good or bad. Refereeing, in 10 years, I don't think you're going to see many refs anymore. This is all going to the sky. All going to
You
the
still
sky.
have to call penalties on those. Otherwise, you would have a clutch and grab game. And
no, you can still see that on the cameras. I mean, they have enough cameras. Every player can have a camera on. They do it now. Every player always has a camera everywhere. You can do it. You absolutely can do it. You just need somebody on the ice to explain stuff.
Just let the robots play and be done with it.
Well, that's eventual too. We'll be
20 years. We're only staving off, 20, 25 years?
Yeah, that's it. Cashy King, I got the chef, Brendan B. We're going to take a little break. We get back, we'll give you the Cashy's picks and everything else that comes with this. We'll be back in a couple minutes. You hear the commercials, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Group is dedicated to a no-nonsense approach to health insurance. They focus on giving you the insurance you need in a timely and cooperative manner. Whether you're looking for individual and family, group, seniors, life, or long-term coverage,
Struggling for the show, man. You all right? Yeah. Nobody's watching. So, it's unusual. Nobody's calling, nobody's watching.
When you need a good roof over your head, call Seal Roofing. They've been keeping folks warm and dry for many years now and are proud of their work. Seal Roofing and Contracting does it all.
Problem is, Paul Drew has a no-trade clause.
What else is going on to talk about, man?
Not much, dude.
Nothing crazy? Goofy?
No. Actually, everybody's been fucking quiet this week, too. It was like I was looking for shit on, like, Facebook, Twitter. All quiet. Check to see what's trending.